Welcome to Motivation Monday. Every Monday we bring you conversations to inspire you and encourage you from people just like you, people who have overcome something in their lives, have overcome adversities, people who are doing something to bring about change in the community. And so if you have a story to tell that you think can inspire our listeners, get in touch with us. Get in touch with us on our WhatsApp line 0786316316, and you could be my next guest on Motivation Monday. Hiyo story yako usiifiche, tunataka kuisikia kwa sababu itapatia watu wengine motisha na nguvu. This week we get to talk about pitfalls to praise, and I get to hang out with a gospel minister. He's also a gospel singer. This is Prince Geoffrey. Prince Geoffrey, bwana asifiwe.
Amen.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Karibu sana, it's good to have you.
Asante sana. I'm so happy and blessed to be here.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. You have a very interesting story.
Sure.
Very interesting and long story. Take us back to the beginning. How was life for you growing up? And where did you grow up?
Life wasn't that easy. Prince Geoffrey is a worship minister, a gospel minister, a singer, songwriter, a music teacher.
Oh, you also teach. Nice.
I also do teach music, vocals, instruments, and all that.
Okay.
So I was born back in the year 1987 in the place called Tarime, Tanzania.
Oh, you're born in TZ?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, nice.
I'm born in Tanzania and raised in Kenya. My parents divorced when I was so young. I was actually 9 years. So 9 years, it wasn't that easy. So from there, you know, having a dad without a mom, I didn't even know what happened in between them.
Also, you stayed with your dad?
With
you
my
remained
dad.
with your dad?
Yeah.
Your mom left?
My mom left.
Okay.
So after some time, my dad remarried again.
Okay. Were you the only child, or do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister,
okay,
who is an elder sister, that we were born from the same father.
Okay.
So my mom left the family, came back to Kenya. She also got married to someone again. So after like 2 years, now I separated with my family because I think the environment was not conducive for me, and there were so many challenges with my stepmom. I found myself in the street.
Oh.
Yeah, and nobody cared.
How old were you?
By then I was 9.
In the streets?
In the street.
In Tanzania? Or
Yeah.
here? In Tanzania?
Isebania.
Wow.
So I was in the streets for almost another 9 months or 1 year. So struggling with life, nobody's there to care. All I would do is just beg for food.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of response would you get from people when you beg for food? Because I'm imagining a 9-year-old is...
I was the only clean street boy.
Oh. How so?
You see, I wasn't using drugs, and there's nothing that... okay, let me say this kind of stuff that the street boys use, street kids use the drugs, they sniff the glue and all that. Prince Geoffrey never did that.
Wow.
So people were seeing a different chokora. Yeah, a chokora that is clean, smart. So anyone who could want to have me in his family or in our family because they were seeing somebody different.
Okay.
But I know with that, I learned a lot in the streets for that period of 9 months to 1 year. And somebody adopted me.
Off from the streets?
Yeah, off from the streets.
How did that happen?
Okay, I approached another lady. I saw a lady selling avocados. And I told the lady, kindly, if you don't mind, just give me a single avocado. I will just take that and survive for the rest of my 2 days. I don't know whether I'm going to live or I'm going to die. The lady asked me, where do you come from? I explained myself, and she told me, no, I will take you off from this street and take you home.
Wow.
So she took me to her place.
This is a stranger?
Yeah, this is a stranger. She just gave me a place to live, to lay my head, and took me to school.
Wow.
So I started school when I was 10 years.
Oh, this is now the first time you were going to school?
Yeah, the very first time.
Okay.
So she took me to school together with her kids. So I started learning. I was bright. I was bright. So the only thing that has ever happened in my life, and I've never seen it happen to anyone that I know, is that mimi ni mtu tu ningesoma only 2 months kwa darasa moja na peleko ingine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were saying, no, this guy is brilliant. This guy is smart. So tuhitaji kumweka hapa sana. Anaenda darasa ingine. So nilisoma kwa neema ya Mungu. Nikafika standard 7 in Tanzania, you know. Standard 7 nikiletwa Kenya. So how it happened that I came to Kenya, I just came because my uncle, who is a pastor back in Tanzania, found me in the streets. So akashindwa, huyu alitoroka nyumbani. How did it happen that ako huku Isebania? Home ni Tarime huko milimani. Amekujaje huku? So vile alinipata, he told me, no, son, I have to take you back home. When he took me back home, I didn't find my dad. I had gone back to Dar es Salaam. He has again remarried someone
else.
Yeah.
Aliachana na yule mwingine?
Yeah, so sio kuachana, yani amemdump home. You see, our background, my dad is a Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah, so my dad vile ni Muslim, they are allowed to marry even 4 wives.
Yes.
You see.
Yes.
So the reason as to why my mom left the family, she told me later, that is because angevumilia kuongezewa mke mwingi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my dad akatelekeza familia akaenda zake. So nikirudi pale nikaona maisha ni magumu. And vile yalikuwa magumu, I don't want to say that nilikuwa nateswa ama nafanywa nini, lakini yale maisha siku adapt nayo, sikupelekana nayo vizuri. So Prince Geoffrey nikaamua, no, I have to find my biological mom. So I told the family, please give me the details of my family, my mom. And that's how now they gave me everything that I wanted to know about my mom. Then I came to trace my mom back in Kenya, in Kisii land.
So how did you come to Kenya alone?
No. Okay, I actually found a man who was working in a poster, and I explained my story. This man akanihost kwake for some months, then later akanileta. After nilimwelezea story yangu akajua, cause yeye alikuwa Mkisii. So he knew exactly the places I'm mentioning, where my mom comes from, and this guy brought me to Kenya.
Okay. So how was the transition between kuna ule mama alikutoka kwa streets, ule mama wa Vakata? How long were you at her place, and how did you leave her place to go to this?
Okay, the reason as to why I left that place, actually my grandmom, wakati alinotice niko Isebania, mahali fulani, alituma askari wa mtaani. Akawatuma asema huyu ni mjukuu wangu atolewe pale. So the other lady had no option than to release me. So ndio nikarudi nyumbani. Okay. So vile nilirudi, and they stayed with me for some time, and not even 3 months I guess. So that's when now mimi niliomba nirudi kwa mzazi wangu juu nateseka. Naona maisha inakaa magumu kwangu. So kutoka pale niletwe nyumbani, something weird happened, because the very first time nimekuta my mom, sikumaliza siku na yeye. Nimepatana na my mom.
Was she happy to see you?
You know, because there is no that bond. Hata yeye hakuwa anajua ni mtoto wake. Okay. Ndio nipatikane, because nilipelekwa mpaka kwa police station. Wakaita chief, wakatuma messenger apeleke information kwamba kuna mtoto ameletwa hapa, ametoka Tanzania ako hivi na hivi, na mwenye anatafutwa ambaye ni mama yake ako hivi na hivi. So mama kuja, naona mtu tunafanana kidogo, lakini yani hakuna ile bond unaweza sema ni mzazi wako. So hata nikimuona simjui, nimemsahau sura, sijui niliona lini mwisho. So I was like, this is my mom really? So they had a conversation with the police, the chief, the area elders, ndio wakanipeleka nyumbani. So kufika nyumbani that evening, the stepdad, sasa huko mahali mama ameoleka, This man came, sikumbuki sura yake. Akanipata nimekaa nje nacheza na watoto wengine. Akanishika hapa nyuma na nguo, akanibeba. Ni mtu alikuwa analewa na bangi. Akarusha kwenda kwa mom. Chukua hizi mali ulizaa. That's the only thing I had.
Oh.
You see?
Yes.
So kunirusha, my mama kadhani amerushwa mawe, akahepa. Najua back in the village there are those seats tunatumia zile ngumu za mbao. So mamu kuhepa ni stool. Nikaangukia na mbavu zangu, nikaumia mgongo, spinal cord ikapata injuries na mbavu. So nilitolewa pale, nikaletwa Kenyatta.
Haya, it was something serious.
Yep. So sababu nilifaint. Maji ilikuwa inatoka kwa masikio na mapua. I couldn't talk. So hata siku enjoy the time na my mom, hata siku have anything na my mom, even my now other siblings. Mama alikuwa amezaa hapa Kisii.
Yeah.
So nikaletwa hospitali, nikalazwa pale for almost 1 year.
What?
Almost 1 year niko hospitali.
Why that long?
Okay, it's because the injuries I had na bili ya hospitali kureziwa. It was a bit of a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So
a whole year in hospital.
Yeah. So nikiwa OC nikapokea tena another news. Mwenye alikuwa anakaa na mimi sasa ni grandmom wa huku Kisii, mahali mama ameoleka.
Yeah.
So these the grandmama alikuwa ananiambia tena there's another bad news from home. My elder sister mwenye mom alitokanga naye Tanzania, mimi akaniwacha.
Yeah.
The stepdad amemrape.
Oh my goodness.
So
the same guy with the same man.
Yeah, the same man amemrape. So watu nyumbani, village elders, chief and police wakakaa chini na wazazi wa huyu jamaa wakasema no, we have to arrest him. Kae prison for like 20 years. Watoto wakue wakubwa because this man is violent. So hiyo decision will make. Geoffrey nikatoka hospitali na wheelchair. Mimi nikarudi nyumbani kufika.
You could not walk?
I could not walk. So when I was taken back home, sikuona mtu, even my mom alikuja kuletwa siku ya yenye after nimekuja kutoka OC, akafika home, nikapewa news yule mwenye alikurusha yuko prison. After 2 days mimi niliona tu watu wanakuja na casket. Watu wengi. Information ni kwamba yule babangu stepdad ameuawa prison.
Oh my goodness.
Ameenda akapigana huko ndani. Anko yake ambaye sasa ni babu yangu huku nyumbani akaongana pesa pale ndani au wawe. That was the story. So mimi niliona wamemleta, wamemzika, sura yake sijui. Mamangu nimemwona naye ako na mkono huko amewekwa mabandage na nini, ameumizwa na the same guy.
Yes.
So akazikwa. Life it wasn't easy. After some time my mom akasikia kuna area MP.
Yes.
That was looking for orphans wa kuwasaidia. My mom just gave me away kama orphan, nienda kusaidia. Yeah, asaidike. And now I was separated again. Tena sijakuwa na time na my family.
Yeah.
So nikapeana, nikaenda Nakuru. Lanet. That's when I was being mentored and
is it in a children's home or
children's home, a Blessed Kids Children's Home, Nakuru. So hapo ndio nilisaidika, nikapata jamaa ambaye anaitwa Tom Oyuma. Is late now.
Yes.
That guy helped me. Akanirudisha shule nikafanya standard 8. Huko Tanzania ni standard 7. Huko nimerudi standard 8. Nafanya mtihani. Akanisaidia, akanilea, akaniadvise. He was more than a father. He mentored me.
Wow.
So he helped me every time he could talk to me. I would share the story. So by that time I remember nikisoma huko, I was still with the wheelchair. So the challenge was kuenda class, kutoka nje, nini.
How long were you with that wheelchair?
I think it was more than 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, more than 3 years. But God helped me. So after kusoma huko Nakuru na nini, this guy mwenye amenisaidia akapass. So vile alipass, ikakuwa tena changamoto mimi kukaa pale.
Yeah,
you see. So I had again to go back home.
To Kisii?
To Kisii.
Okay.
But now before I went back to Kisii, this guy had found a doctor mwenye atanisaidia kunifanyisha mazoezi na nini hivyo, because waliona niko na uwezo wa kutembea, hata kama niko kwa wheelchair.
Yeah.
So huyo daktari akaja akaniona, kaleta daktari mwingine, wakaniona, nikasaidiwa. Then nikaanza kufanyishwa mazoezi. So many people who don't know me well, wakiona nimesimama, they can think like this Prince Geoffrey akona utambi ama something, because it's a deformation of the ribs.
Of the ribs.
Yeah. So but all this time haya mambo yote yakifanyika, I was seeing myself nikiimba, nikiwa kwa madhabahu makubwa, yani altar kubwa. Nilikuwa najiona hapo. Hiyo picha iko nitoka. So every time kitu chochote ningefanya, hata shuleni nilikuwa mtu mzuri sana kwa uimbaji, kwa kuongoza vijana wengine. So when God really helped me in that area, and I used to pray so much. So that God can help me someday when I grow up, I be like minister. There's a minister I used to aspire to be where she was. This late Angela Chibalonza.
Yes.
Yeah. She inspired me so much. I used to love her music. I used to love what she was doing, because the message she was preaching through the music, it was so touching.
Yes.
Yeah. So Geoffrey went back to Kisii. Now without a wheelchair. Everyone was shocked. Wow, the God you serve is a living God.
A living God.
Yeah. So kutoka huko tena sikukaa. Prince Geoffrey huko nyumbani nilikaa only 2 months. Ninaweza tembea. Nikaambia mom, the only thing I want 10,000 from you. Nitafutie 10,000. I just go far away. I hate this home. I hate this place.
Wow.
Imenimes kuliko vile uliniacha huko. So no, my mama akasema I do something. My mama akauza ng'ombe. Akaniambia kitu nitafanya, nitakupeleka ufanye course. Nikapelekwa shule nifanye course, na kutoka kwa nilifanya electrical engineering, nikafanya computer, na pia in the process I was training music kuwa the best. So vile alinipatia, nilienda shule nikafanya hizo courses within 1 year. I'm done, sikurudi home. Nikaamua nitafute riziki. Nika travel all the way from Kisii, Nairobi. Niko Nairobi town. Nataka kusikia mahali ambapo fare ni kubwa kabisa, ni expensive. Hapo ndio mbali nataka kuenda. Nazunguka stages. Sijui place, lakini naenda nauliza kila gari, hapo mnaenda ni how much? Kama ni kidogo chini ya dhao, siendi. I just want to go far.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how nili move kutoka Kisii, nikiwa Nairobi nikaenda Oloitoktok. Sijui mtu, sijaipatana na mtu, ninaenda tu Oloitoktok.
Haya, let's pause right there.
Yes.
Are you a MasterCard holder? If you are a MasterCard holder, my friend, listen up, because there's an opportunity that I do not want you to miss out on. You can get to see a different world with MasterCard and Kenya Airways. Whether you're planning a solo vacation or you're planning a vacation with your spouse, there's an opportunity that I want you to grab. Whether you want to travel all the way to the UAE to see the Burj Khalifa, or whether you want to see the Great Wall of China or the Statue of Liberty in the States, or the beaches here in Kenya and South Africa, my friend, you can enjoy up to 15% off when you pay with your MasterCard on www.kenya-airways.com using the promo code MasterCard. Buy your ticket this month from the 1st to the 30th of June 2023, and you can redeem your booking until the 30th of December 2023, but there are blackout periods on the 24th and the 25th, so be aware of that. Don't miss out on this discount. It's applicable for one-way travel, return journey, multi-city journey, and all Kenya Airways destinations with a direct flight are included in this offer. What do you need to do? Log on to the website www.kenya-airways.com. Check out what other routes are part of this promotion and pay using your MasterCard and enjoy up to 15% discount. Remember to use the promo MasterCard. MasterCard, safe and convenient way to pay. Terms and conditions apply. This week on Motivation Monday, we're hanging out with a gospel minister, a gospel musician, a songwriter, a teacher. Prince Geoffrey is with us in studio, sharing his journey, and his journey is quite an unbelievable, interesting journey. I have a message here that says, this is a new listener on board. I used to listen to you years back. I'm loving the Motivation Monday story by the guest in studio, and truly, we will rise again by the grace of God. Daisy, thank you very much for tuning in. You're along Mombasa Road. Back to your story, Prince Geoffrey. So you go all the way to Oloitoktok. You don't know anybody. So what do you do when you arrive?
Okay, when I arrive at Oloitoktok, the first thing I'm asking for a place where I can lay my head, like maybe a guest room, so that I can think of what I want to do next.
Yeah.
So imagine hata nikifika Oloitoktok, I didn't know I'm in Oloitoktok. You know, it was the driver who was telling me, you know, guy, get out of the bus. You're already in Oloitoktok.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Oloitoktok? I told him, no, it's my first time. Oh, what are you coming to do here? I told him, no, I just came to meet a friend, of which I don't have any friend.
Yes.
So I got a place, I was shown a place to lay my head for the day, and the following day niliamkia kutafuta kibarua. So nikapata kibarua ya hoteli. Shetani akaingilia.
Kivipi?
Okay, I did that kibarua ya hoteli. I was a waiter. Na pia niliwekwa huko jikoni. So there is a day nimeamka in the morning, kila mtu amefutwa kazi. So I'm the only person who is in that hotel, hakuna mwingine. So in the following morning, the boss had to look for other workers.
Yeah.
Na mimi nikasema nililala njaa, acha niamke I find something that I can take, maybe a sip of milk or something. So na nilikuwa napenda kuweka toothpick hapa. So Prince Geoffrey nikaamua, ni kazi mingi nitoe toothpick niweke chini itashika uchafu tena nirudishe. Acha niweke maziwa na huku toothpick ikiwa. And that's how nilimeza toothpick ikafika hapa ikakwama.
Oh my goodness. Ikakwama kwa throat?
Ikakwama hapa kwa throat. So I couldn't talk. Hata kumeza mate ni damu tu nikiinama ilikuwa inatoka. Juu imenidunga imeenda cross. So I only had to write a letter, a note. Niambie boss nimemeza toothpick. Walikuwa wananiona mjinga. They were like, hey you guy, unameza toothpick aje? Kaambia nilikuwa nakunywa maziwa. Unakunywa ikiwa kwa toothpick ama ikiwa wapi? So I couldn't explain better, but niliandika tu nikamwambia nilikuwa nakunywa maziwa ikiwa kwa mdomo, hiyo piece ikaingia ikakwama hapo. So they gave me that's after 3 months. Wananipatia nafasi niende OC. So Geoffrey, I had to go to hospital nipate matibabu. Niliandika note, wakatafuta daktari kutoka Kenyatta akakuja, akaangalia, wakaona imeniguara lakini ni kadogo. So they had to kuweka madawa fulani ziweze kukata ile ukali iweze kuteremka. So kitambo nitoke OC, it was 1 month. Kazi ya mwenyewe ingesimama. Imepata mtu mwingine. Kurudi naambiwa nipatiwe nguo zangu 2 na bag. Tuwezi endelea. Acha for now, we have got somebody. Tutakuita. Geoffrey nikatoka pale. Nikarenta a house that was worth 1,400. Double room ya mbao. Nyumba yenye iko karibu na barabara. Kukinyesha afadhali usimame nje unyeshewe kuliko ukae ndani. I'm telling you this is, that house. Hata niliambia Mungu nikitoka hapa sitaki kurudi hapa. One thing I had is faith. And you know,
by that time were you born again?
You know, I just knew about being born again because I had my uncles from Tanzania, they were Christians, but my dad was a Muslim. The difference we had with my dad that angenifuatilia, yeye ni Muslim, Geoffrey's a Christian. So mimi napenda maanko zangu sana na ninapenda music. So with the Muslim hakuna music. With the Christian there's music. I like the piano, I like guitar, you see. So nilikuwa napenda. I didn't really know exactly being born again ni nini, but ninajua tu kupenda Mungu huyo mwenye hujui. You understand? So I had just that faith that there is God who does miracles, there is God who does blah blah, who makes me live. So but I didn't, sikumjua.
Okay.
So life ikawa messy. Nimetoka kwa hoteli, sina kazi. So the devil akionanga kitu mzuri iko ndani yako, anaweza distract na anything that can come your way yenye utapenda ama yenye unaweza kuwa vulnerable kwake. So here is when now Prince Geoffrey, if you saw, there's somewhere I mentioned I had over 62 girlfriends.
Yes, I was waiting for you to get to that part.
So 62 girlfriends, this is how they came in my life. Mtu angekuja take advantage of my situation. Like, I can help you.
Yes.
I can help you navigate through this. Like, unapata mtu anakaa kwa sawa, anaweza kusaidia atakulipa rent, juu na job, najaribu, by then you are trying to figure out what you can do next. But you know, with the devil, anacheza na mind yako. And this is what I think there is this story in Acts, where I think it was Paul and Peter, they were preaching, and these guys started complaining. You know what? Is not good kama tunasaviwa na hawa widows wanateseka, wapati chakula and all that. So Peter and Paul, tokeni hapo mkuje mtu serve. So it was looking like a good deal. But you know, the devil was trying to distract what Peter and Paul were doing. You see, and this is how the devil alitumia ujanja. It looked good. Yes, I'm getting a girlfriend, somebody who can be my wife. I'm getting someone wananisaidia, inakuja kama good deal. But the devil was distracting what was in me.
Yes.
So ningepatana na msichana 1 week, the moment I get into their space, interest inaisha, sitaki kumuona, sitaki hata nikaribie tena. And that's how a week after week, different people. So Prince Geoffrey, that's how I had all those girls in my life. I never loved anyone because I didn't know what love is. You know, I've been brought up from a background where I was never shown love. So every week, let me tell you, when you are in this country, or let me say anywhere you find yourself, maybe in Africa, when you are poor and you don't know your principles, you don't know your identity, it's like mtumba shoe ikiwa kwa barabara. Anyone anaweza kuja jaribu kufit, akiona imtoshei atawacha. Na at the end of the year, kama itakuwa ijanunuliwa, itakuwa imezeeka. And that's life for a minister who doesn't know the identity. So I was a minister, but I don't know my identity. So any msichana angekuja my life angesema, oh, this guy is handsome, he's cute, I can have him, I can be with him, we can make a family. But back in my mind, I don't know my identity, I don't know what I want. You see now, I would allow anyone to try to fit me and live. You know? But when you know your identity, you are like that expensive shoe. In a supermarket or in a shop, ukienda pale unajua exactly unataka nini. I want number 43, I want number 7, I want this. So unaambiwa, you pay cash and you're given your shoe and leave. But if it was mutumba, everyone would come, here initoshei, anampima anawacha. And by then Geoffrey was a mutumba. So every woman I would meet in my life, it was because, not because I loved them, but because I was in a problem, I need help. Hata mtumba ikiwa pale inatamani itolewe hapo nawe katembe. So I happen to have those 62 girls in my life, but it is not something that I'm proud of, because I have learned a lesson. I was in that hole. The way I got out of that hole is because I was delivered.
Okay.
Yeah, I have happened to serve with Mama Kanyare, the famous Kanyare. So back in Oloitoktok, I have served with a great men of God who have raised me, who have taught me kingdom mannerism, and they have shown me the way. So in Oloitoktok, the story wasn't good with girls. So even when I came back to Nairobi, it wasn't that good. But now, you know, when you are addicted or in addiction, it's so hard to get out. until you associate yourself with the right people.
Very true.
So Geoffrey, I didn't know who are the right people. So I started the guys who are around me, you know, kuna kitu unaweza fanya alafu watu wanakuchocha. Yes. Yes, you're the man. Kumbe they're taking your life to hell.
Yeah.
You know, those people who celebrate, sometimes I say, if you see everyone clapping at you, some of them are just warming up to slap you, or maybe to kill your destiny.
Wow.
So don't be maybe moved by people celebrating the foolish out of you. Sometimes sit back, watch. Don't let them that you sing. Don't just allow them to notice that you're singing. Think of your life.
Think of your life.
Find yourself before you find someone.
Very true. So at what point does your life turn around?
My life turns around when I come to Nairobi and meet a man of God called Bishop David Njoroge. He had a church at Jogorod, and the church was Peniel Apostolic Church. This is when I met this man, and he took me, taught me a lot of things that concerns life. Yeah. And from there now, I started, the deliverance started just in within me. Yes. After realizing the truth, what I need to know, what I need to do, and what I need to hear. So after that, ikawa challenge kidogo na yeye, tukaserve na yeye like 6 months. Changamoto kidogo, nimesota. Mimi hata kama nina serve na wewe, nataka pesa. So unaniweka kwa madhabahu.
You need to live.
I need to live. So sometimes nakosa pesa. But I remember this church, kama kuna church watu walikuwa wananipenda sababu ya administration ni hapa. This Peniel Apostolic Church. With Bishop David Njoroge, ningekaa tu kidogo, nina minister tu, mtu anakuja anaingiza mkono kwa mfuko. The first time I was shocked, nikadhani mtu anataka kuchukua simu yangu. Nikaachiwa 3,000. So I felt so good. Lakini wakaniweka kama mentality fulani. So nikisimama pale na ngoja mtu akuja aweke mkono kwa mfuko. You see? So challenge ikakuwa, Geoffrey moved out of Nairobi tena for some time, nikaenda Mombasa. Kufika Mombasa, nilipelekwa JCC. Nimeminister JCC back in Mombasa. The Bishop Lai, nikapelekwa kwa branch. The branch nilipelekwa iko Likoni. Na pastor mwingine anaitwa Okumu. I think is your namesake. The pastor pia akanipatia kazi pale. Lakini it wasn't satisfying me na mambo kama kuna kitu ananilipa. Aliniweka kwake kwa nyumba, nikawa idle for very long. But sio kupenda kwake. He was trying to figure out what he can do next. So mimi sikuwa patient. Nikatoka nje kwanza kutafuta live. Kutafuta live, nikapatana na wasichana. I remember the first time aliambia vijana wake, mkitoka msiache huyu kwa nyumba. Juu anakaa idle sana kwa nyumba, hatoki kwa room. So a funny thing, vijana wa pastor wakinipeleka town hapo Mwembe Tayari. The first thing walinionyesha ni Freemason Hall. Hapa usikuje, ni Freemason Hall. Hapa ndio mambo yanafanyika, nini akiza na nini na nini. So na mimi nadhani nimeyasikianga. Nikaona ndio hii nitakuja nione nini ufanyika hapa. Unaona ile shauku, like you want to know. You want to know what happens. Nimekuja Mombasa for the first time. Na the first thing wananionyesha ni Freemason Hall. So the following days, siku zilifuata ninge sneak. Na kuja kutafuta mlango. Nilitafuta huo mlango wa hiyo Freemason Hall.
Hukupata?
Nilitafuta wiki nzima. Until a day nilielekezwa na mtu akaniambia kuna kanisa ya katikista. Ni kanisa ya katikista, but hapo ndio entrance. Upite hapo uingie ndio upelekwe levels mpaka ufike kwa hiyo hall. So Geoffrey, nilifanikiwa kuingia Freemason. Nikaingia pale, nikapatana na wasichana wengine hapo, wasichana warembo kuliko wale nilikuwa nao Loitok. So nikiwa pale wakaniuliza maswali kadhaa, nikawaelezea mimi ninataka kujua sana na ningependa kuwa join. Sina reason ya kuwa join, lakini ninataka kujua what happens there. Na nasikianga hawa watu wanakuwa na pesa. Wanapeanga watu pesa. How can I get that money? Because I need money at the end of the day. Nimekuwa church na serve sipewi kitu. Narudi nalala bedroom. So I want money. So ninge sneak, naenda tunakutana na wasichana, ninarudi. So wakaanza kuniintroduce na mambo ya Freemason nini hivyo, kapewa mwalimu kunifundisha. Lakini kujoin pale ni lazima kwamba uwe na dini unaenda, na lazima ujue ukweli ndio ujue uongo. Yeah, with the Freemason thing, you have to be somebody who understands the Bible, who understands God. So sababu na mimi pia nimekuwa kwa misingi ya kikanisa na nini, Bible naijua. So if they want to speak anything about God, they use the Old Testament sana. If it was about Abraham giving the sacrifice, Isaac and all that, they believe it was done. Achana na hii kwamba kondoo alikuja.
We need to pause there. What we'll do, because our time for TV is almost up.
All right.
We'll continue with this interview on radio. So if you're tuned in on TV and you want to hear how this whole story concludes, make sure you tune in to Family Radio 316. We'll pick up this conversation in the next hour there, because we need to find out what happened to this guy. Amekutana na wasichana warembo kuliko wale alikuwa anaona Oloitoktok. As we wrap up, once again, I want to remind you, if you're a MasterCard holder, there's an opportunity for you to grab, because you get to see the world differently with MasterCard and Kenya Airways. Whether you want to travel abroad, whether you want to see the sandy beaches of Kenya or South Africa, whether you want to see the Burj Khalifa in the UAE or the Statue of Liberty in the States, whether you want to go to India, whether you want to go see the Great Wall of China, there's an opportunity for you. So listen up, my friend. You get to enjoy up to 15% off when you pay with your MasterCard on www.kenya-airways.com and you use the promo code MasterCard. Now, this is valid this month. Buy your ticket between the 1st and the 30th of June 2023. You can redeem your booking up until the 30th of December 2023, but you have 2 blackout periods, 24th and 25th of December 2023. This discount is applicable for return journey, one-way journey, multi-city journey, and all Kenya Airways destinations with direct flights are included in this offer. Log on to the website once again, www.kenya-airways.com. Check out what other destinations also have this offer. Make your booking, make your payments using your MasterCard and get to enjoy up to 15% discount. Remember, use the promo code MasterCard. MasterCard, safe and convenient way to pay. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get notified whenever we upload new fresh content every day. Stay tuned and enjoy fresh, uplifting content.